let's get into it then, because today is Tech Friday. Yay! And today we're going to talk about the Advanced Mask plugin for OBS, which had a new update as by Finite Singularity. You can find that at that link there. And coming along for the ride, and I'll explain this in a minute, is also the Source Clone plugin by Exceldro. Easy to install plugins because Finite Singularity and Exceldro are very good at what they do. And if you go to the download page, if you have a Windows machine, there's a Windows installer file. You don't even have to copy and paste files. You just download the installer, unzip it, run it, and you have those in your OBS. Now, before running a plugin in OBS, make sure OBS is not active. Then install the plugins, and then when you activate OBS, the plugins will come up and work like intended. All right. So, first thing is, see this neat green screen I have? Look at how lovely that looks. Look at how nice. Just this black background with the background here. Then if I want to, I can switch that up as I have here. Turn off the background. Add that one. Yeah. Those look great. And those are achieved not with the standard chroma key in OBS, but using the Advanced Mask plugin. So we're going to have another instance of OBS popping up right over here. Ta-da! Look, it's me and me, except different. Yeah. So I have another instance of OBS up, so it'll just work better. All right. So in OBS here, let's go in. I made two scenes. I made a host scene and a main cam. And this camera, this one here, doesn't look as pretty because it's an older Logitech camera. And it was decent at the time. And so there is a little difference in quality of film. Plus, I don't have a lot applied to it, so it looks quite different. But I have my the scene I call main cam. Then I include this background here. This background, I shut it off. Boop, and there's nothing. And so basically I imported the video. You go here, go to video capture device. You can say okay. And then I chose the Logitech Stream Cam, which brought me up here. But I don't need this. And what I did, the first thing I used Advanced Mask for was to give myself this fancy green screen without really trying. And I will turn off that just to show what's going on here. So filters, once you have Advanced Mask installed, it's a filter. That's my green screen. So boom. Hey, look, it's green behind me. Amazing how that works. And so what you would do to get the green screen effect, you go to plus, and then Advanced Mask is going to be up on the top here. Well, unless you have a thing that they're alphabetical. So if you have something that's above AD, then obviously it won't be up top. But so Advanced Mask 2, sure, this demo. And then instead of applying a shape or anything, go to mask type, leave mask effect, alpha mask alone. You'd go down to chroma key, and you can turn it on and go, oh, yeah, maybe that looks good for you. Now, because I have a green screen, I put the background up just so I can see how good it looks with the background. But let me show you a couple things here. So you can look at your background and go, well, that's maybe not so great. But the neat thing is, if you go to similarity, smoothness, spill reduction, and mark all these down to 1, you get your green back. And what's also fancy, if I move over, is that you can select 2 colors to capture your green screen with, which is pretty fantastic. So if I go to double color, and notice it says key color light, key color dark. So select color. So for the light color, just pick the lightest, one of the lightest areas on your green screen. So that's probably up in here-ish. Say okay. Then for dark, pick the darkest color of your green screen, which select color, I'm guessing will be down here somewhere. Then say okay to that. And then you start messing with sliders. You can bring your similarity up till it comes on in like that. And as you can see, that alone looks pretty darn good. You want to add some smoothness. Now I'll turn these up to show you what happens when it goes all the way up. You just kind of vanish. I don't want that very high. Then spill reduction. I don't know if I really need spill reduction, but if you turn up spill reduction, you're in the Transformers movie. Let's see here. Bring that back down. Don't really think I need it on, so keep that one. Then you can change the opacity and other stuff. And the contrast, brightness, gamma, if you want. But this gives you one of the nicest green screens I've seen in software like OBS or XSplit or whatever. And as Brian's saying here, if any part of your clothes or skin is still reflecting green, spill reduction helps adjust that. So keep that in mind as you're going through here. And yeah, that's my green screen. This is really, really cool. Now, the other thing you can do, you can add another advanced mask on this, which will help out the green screen. As you go here, yeah, we'll call it advanced mask 2, why not? And then mask type, you want feather mask. And then I will up the size just so you can see what it does. But if you just apply a little bit, it'll take care of some of the rougher edges around you. And yeah. And so, yeah, this looks really good. Even with this camera here. And if you notice my little side window, I've done the exact same thing in my main OBS instance. So in the little window where you see me in the corner, that's how I made that green screen. Right? There's usually small little splotches where you can tell it's green screen, but this is perfectly smooth. Yeah. So if you want to do a green screen, OBS Advanced Mask plugin, use it. And you'll get really, really good results. You can really fine tune this a lot better than the standard chroma key thing that comes with OBS. All right, that was the first bit I wanted to show off. Second bit is what else advanced mask can do. And here's where the source clone kind of comes into play. So I made another scene. This is just my camera. I want to leave this, my main camera scene, kind of alone now. Right? The only thing I added was the green screen filters to my actual camera source. Now I go here. Here's just my host scene. Now then, I want to have some fun with advanced masks. So what I'm going to do, and I found this tends to work the best, is if I go to source clone, which is again the second plugin put in, and we'll just call this cam. Say okay, I say source. Now I'm going to clone my whole main camera scene. As you can see, it's right here. So I still have a background, and you can tell between the background. If you don't have a background, you could just clone, or if you don't have a green screen background, you could probably just clone your camera. And here I am, yay. And what source clone allows you to do is when I apply filters to this, it doesn't affect main cam here. So I can go into another scene and still have my main cam look the same. I don't have to worry about it affecting somewhere else. So here, filters, plus you get to see advanced mask work pretty much right away. I say okay, shape. Oh, look, I'm in a rectangle. Oh look, alpha mask, mask type, rectangle. You can move it, the XY, right? So if I don't want it on my face, I could, put it over here. You can mess with the rotation, the width, the height. If I wanted to do something like that, make it wider, make it longer. Now the zoom is my zoom. So, I want to get real close. Again, probably don't want to do that, but you can see what it does. Kind of fun. And then you can also do this corner radius thing, where as you can see, the corner that you can see on screen are indeed becoming more circular as I move the corner radius. Plus, you can, let's get this rotation back to 0. So that's easier. And then bring it back down so you can see this easier. Anyway, so corner radius, uniform, or you can go custom, and you can affect each individual corner. If I want the top left to be circular, I can do that. Or maybe I just want the top right. Or maybe I want all of them. Or maybe I want a more extreme circle here. And you can see this gets very weird very quickly if you the higher up you go. So just be aware, if you're looking for weirdness, you can definitely make weirdness happen. And then there's other things. Yay, other things. Other shapes. So there's circle, ellipse, regular polygon, star, heart. Aww. You can mess with the corner radius on the heart. Make it bigger, smaller, smaller, smaller. Look, my heart grew 3 sizes that day. And then you can apply feathering to this as well. You can select how you want the feathering to look. You know, if you want the inner feathering to go on, outer, middle, you know. So you can set up the different filters and just turn them on and off as you need them. Like, okay, so I want my heart shape here, but I also want to add another advanced mask 2, sure. And, oh yeah, the rectangle shape, sure. It's saved some of the things I did to it earlier. So, oh, it's combining the masks. Let me turn off that one. That was the problem. It was going both masks. So, rectangle, I can turn that off. Heart, rectangle. And then you can just set up a button on your Stream Deck to turn the filters on and off, depending on the effect you want. And then when I go back to my main cam, what was this? It's still this. I haven't affected this at all. I can still use this in another scene or whatever I want. This is giving me Love American style flashbacks. Rectangle, isn't that what Alexander did to the Gordian? Wow. Wow. That was excellent. Okay. So yeah, source clone is handy because then you can mess with your other things and not affect the original, which is pretty fantastic. And you can rename these whatever you want. Let's see here. Let's remove this one. Add it on. Oh, right. We're at the heart. You know, regular polygon. Yeah. Yeah. What'd be neat is if I could get dice shapes, like a D20 or a D4. You know, a D6 is easy, but, you know. But, yeah, you can change the number of sides. Eventually, you just get a circle, but, and again, you can change the rotation. And if you use the Move plugin, changing the rotation, you could set up an animation, so where this shape is moving around you constantly. You know, so it's doing this. All right, so we've done regular polygon, ellipse. Hey, it's an ellipse. Look at that. They do star. Star. And then you can do this. Squircle super ellipse super formula, which will give you something like this. Notice I still have some rotation going on here, so, you know. And then mode, Squircle, you can affect the curves. Super ellipse, you know, when you want to look like you're in an old TV. And if I were just to apply a graphic of an old TV around me, that'd look pretty good. And now here's the weird one, which I don't quite understand, but, oh no, I want to keep that up. Which is super formula. And Finite provides a neat link to the super formula explanation parameters. I still don't understand what's going on, but you can mess with this and get weird things happening. all over the place. Like, I have no idea I'm doing this. I think you can find different formulas for super formula and just apply in the A, B, N1, N2, N3 values and get different shapes. It's a bit spirography, yeah. But yeah, so you can play with this and get some really fun things going on. You know, like that. Like, what is this? No idea. Oh, another thing I just noticed. When you do a source clone, you can have it have the audio. I really didn't need the audio. There's no audio to clone, so just shut that off. And that way you don't have to bother with having an audio source there that you're not going to use. And also, if you just want to clone it without the filters, you can do that. Well, and then I can turn off the mask. So that's advanced mask. Probably now as valuable as the move plugin, if for nothing else, for the green screen effect on its own. Again, that's just mask type. And as you can see, you can do all sorts of things. You can make a font awesome, SVG mask if you want, gradient mask. You know, there are so many things you can do. So take a look at it, have fun. I've mainly been playing with shapes because they're shapes. But you can even apply a source, apply a font awesome. So you can pick an icon. This tells you how to go to font awesome. And if I had an API token set up, and I can make any icon I can get off of font awesome can be a mask over my face. Then another thing I wanted to show. Close this out. Go back here. See if this works. I do advanced mask. You can show the mat. So if you really want to see how clean it is, you know, you can do this and look, you know, look for the dots or whatever you need. So another very useful feature. So you can just get that extra level of polish on the mask. Ew. Yeah, so if you plan on using green screen, use the Advanced Mask plugin. This is version, I think it's 1.5.1 right now? Yes, 1.5.1. So do the things, use it. It's great. Get back out of double me territory here. What time is it? All right, we still got time to go on. Okay, let me close my other version of OBS open so my system can have a little break from doing all its things. And we will break into digital TTRPG tools. There are 3 videos I wanted to share, and they all have links in their description, so if you don't have time to watch the videos, at least look at them. Power Word Spill I had a video recently about a list of digital TTRPG tools. Slyfursh's latest video also covers the same. And because a lot of our things are in PDF, there's some free PDF editors you can check out and use. That's at this link here. About to put in chat. There you go. And then I kind of wanted to add to those lists. Let's see here. Copy. So first up is one of the most useful sites ever, which is Donjon. Go right here. And look, it's right there. But Donjon, and I don't know if there's a dark mode. Sorry. Dark mode. Oh, okay. Dark mode and undark mode. Clever. Donjon has all these name generators, and you can roll dice. So there's fantasy name generator, random generator, fantasy calendar. Like, he has them broken down into topics. So if you want fantasy stuff, you can do that. If you want AD&D, there's that. You know, Pathfinder. You need to close it, just click on it. Science fiction, weird fiction, he has all sorts of things. He even provides an initiative tracker, other random generators, random dungeon generator, 5-room dungeon generator. This is fun. So you can say dungeon level 1, generate. It gives you a name, gives you a map, and tells you what each of the 5 rooms do. Click generate again. Gives you a different one. The name you have to change, but it will give you a different map every time. And I like it because there's also initiative tracker. You just got to fill in everything. You can save out your tracker too by following what it says here. And this is probably good to set up ahead of time with all the names you need. There's quick references, movement, action, bonus action, reaction, condition. I mean, it's very useful. Very useful site. Very wonderful. It's been around for quite a while. But if you need a random generator for things, there's probably one here for you. All right. And moving along here, before I got into using Obsidian and OneNote, and then now I'm on Obsidian, I use this handy website called Campaign Logger. Go. Do the thing. New tab. Campaign Logger. Go there. Thank you. So as you can see, free annual subscription, $4 a month. It's very affordable. But what it does is, let me put that link in chat for you. But it gives you great organization. It's all text-based. And let's see here if we can start it. Let me start up on my account and can show you some of the stuff. Oh, you know what? We're going to go here, make this a thing. What's my account? That's a good question. Good question, me. Okay, I'll show you this one. If you ever play this adventure with me, just forget what you're about to see. Okay, so what you can do is, this is my... Where's my cursor? There it is. So you create a log entry, basically, and you use syntax. So @ and then Jackrabbit's the name. And I gave them stats, special things. And then I wanted to mark a scene, you know, the rabbit hole. That's where Jackrabbit works. Where, when. So this is really handy for tags that you can refer to later. And then, you know, you just, it's an easier syntax even than Obsidian or Markdown, because it's fewer symbols basically. So you got, you know, @ for your cast characters, organizations, guys here, money, $, something the quartermaster has if it's part of your calendar, loopy planning, which is something they do if it's a particular rule for this adventure, like my chase die mechanic, because it's not the standard chase thing. Plus, minus, and then you get the ampersand sign as a freebie. It'll be whatever. But if you want to go and make another note, you know, and you had an @ sign next to somebody, it will grab. You'll have an automated list of character names and things like that. So yeah, I want to go here. So I really liked it. It was how I made a bunch of my first adventures that I ran at conventions and things like that. So if you want something text-based, easy to organize with, check out Campaign Logger. Still pretty good. Again, I don't really use it anymore. Because I'm all in on Obsidian Markdown, but I want y'all to be aware of it, possible. And another resource that I like is the Alexandrian. You can find here. And this is a bunch of resources for games, reviews, supplements. Can support the Patreon, you know, about all that. But RPG cheat sheets. And so Blades in the Dark, Numenera, all these fun things. Tells you where to get the PDF for the cheat sheet. Tells you all about it. Even explains how he uses them. But yeah, this is just really nice bunch of resources on various adventures, and you get reviews, you get all sorts of things here. It's a rather nice website. So yeah, check that out. Then, of course, the one I really don't need to show because if you've been watching any of my streams, you know it already. Gonna say Obsidian. There's the Obsidian website. Ta-da! And just download, install it. It's great. Now, there are people who make plugins for TTRPGs that interface with Obsidian. One of them is this guy. It's like Javalent. Copy that. And if you he's in the Discord, the Obsidian Discord. So if you have questions on any of the plugin, you can join the Obsidian Discord and go there. Do you have a dark mode, buddy? I don't see one. But all the plugins and their current status are right here along the side. Oh, we have a kitty. All right, kitty. Where are you? You gonna come up on the table? Kitty, where'd you go? Hi. All right, this is Hannah. There's my kitty. Yes, we were almost done with the section, the talk, and then you came in. Oh, kitty, yeah. Okay, I'll get you down. There you go. Go on, be free. All right, be right back. Okay, let's see, where were we? Oh, yes, Obsidian resources. Sly Flourish has a bunch of things in Markdown and Obsidian. If you want to take a look at those, check out that site. And other TTRPG resources. Some guy named DC Lasair has some. I mean, you can look at them, I guess, if you want. They're there. You know, you can find them here, but up to you. So enjoy. Those were just some extra digital TTRPG tools. Sounds like a really nice, smart person. Noted word criminal, DC Lasair. Exactly. So I wanted to give you some digital TTRPG tools on top of, D&D Beyond and Roll20 and all the commonly mentioned ones. I thought it'd be useful to give you some more things to play with, or at least look at and decide if you want to play with them, if they help you out at all. That'd be great. What time? Okay, we will run through some headlines really quick. Android 16 has begun rolling out, at least to Pixel devices first, as usual. So if you want to see what's new, there you go. There's an Ars Technica article. About all the new features. Coming up. And also, over last week, amongst everything else, was WWDC, or the Worldwide Developers Conference, which is at one of Apple's. There's stuff we're announcing things. This is from Engadget. They did a really good recap. Oh, that didn't. I'm sorry. I forgot the H didn't copy. Hold on. Try that again. There you go. Made it clicky. So yeah, we have the liquid glass design, new software names. Now all the OSs are going to be named after the upcoming year. So it's now all iOS 26, watchOS 26, tvOS 26, so forth. Changes to messages. Of course, they went on and on about Apple Intelligence. We're going to have a new games app. Mac OS 26 is also called Tahoe. Yeah, so they mentioned all the features they are bringing to all their OSs things. Yeah, check them out. And then in sort of other thing I found that was neat, there is a bookmark app called raindrop.io. Which I hadn't heard of before, and I don't remember how I heard of it now. But it's a way to put in bookmarks, tag them, and organize all your bookmarks instead of having the big pile in your web browser. You can give it some organization. I like, oh, that seems neat. And there's a free tier. If you want to go pro, the monthly bill is $3 a month. So it's really affordable. The yearly price is $28 for a year. So if you want to use the pro thing, extremely affordable. And it has apps for everything: Mac, iOS, Android, Chrome, Safari, Firefox, Edge. So you can use it in just about anywhere. And I thought that was pretty cool. Because I know my bookmark files are a mess, and you shouldn't look at them, because I don't know how I find anything in them. But yeah, so you can tag stuff and be all fancy. All right. So I think that will wrap it up for the regular Tech Friday day.